In today's inZoi speed build, we are going to build this wonderful infinity pool, which you can do with a little bit of a trick. I'll get to that. But there's also going to be a giveaway of the full game. If you don't have it yet, there's a chance to win it, and also 2 different merge options. More about that during the video, so if you're interested, stick with me while I'll talk you through the speed build. Alright, let's hop into the setup, and you can right away see the little trick I'm using over here. So I figured, actually coincidentally, when I was trying to put a roof, or kind of pool onto the roof, that then there is like a very thin wall, and apparently if you take one of these huge windows and you put them in, A, that works, and B, that creates this kind of open pool vibe, which is a pretty handy way and a very straightforward way of doing it. I was positively surprised that it worked, but I will also use this speed build for talking about you know, this game a little bit. For its current state, for what is going on, for what I feel like. I definitely want to do a couple more speed builds soon and test the building a little bit more, because I do want to give Crafton a bit more of feedback. So I am in a Discord group where I can give direct feedback to the devs. In case you guys are playing it and you have some direct feedback, put it in the comments down below, because this is exactly for the giveaway. I want constructive criticism towards this game. Either you're playing this already or you're just watching it on different videos. Please make sure to put down what is something you would love to see in this game, which would make it more interesting for you to play or actually to buy or whatever. You put it down in the comments, and between all of the comments, or under all of these comments, I'm gonna put the code in, and also I'm gonna reply to you guys. So make sure to watch this space in the next couple days after this video. I will put your codes in and a little description to how to kind of approach me via mail, and then I'm going to give you the instructions, including the merge code, or actually even the Steam code for the game. So this feedback is super relevant, because I feel like the game is in a, let's say, it's kind of an unbalanced state right now. It has a lot of very, very great things and a very, very nice foundation, but there is a bit of the danger of its development being a little bit too slow, despite a big team behind that. It's a bit of the trap that very much a lot of early access titles do fall into recently. I do have to put this into a bit of context though. I do think that this game is obviously a lot better and from its foundation a lot more stable than many other EA titles that never made it out of this very EA. The updates we had recently have been super significant to the maps. I mean, we are playing on Chahaya over here, which I find is a beautiful map. It's a bit on the small side, could have been a little bit bigger though, but I do like all the activities that have been brought into it. I must though admit, and because I'm a builder, I do like that a lot of people got this new map who kind of love to do new stuff and try to, attempt a couple more storytelling things, or the career has been improved a little bit, the live stages have been improved. So there are a couple of things that people wanted very badly. Also pools are a thing right now. But when it comes to building, I'm a little bit on the, disappointed is maybe a hard word on here, but I'm a little bit on the split side, because the first version I played of this game is more or less exactly the same building tool as it is now. Except a couple of additions towards the furniture and walls and textures, and the fact that we have proper pools right now, not really much has kind of changed. There is still a very big limitation to what you can do with awnings. There is still a very big limitations in general to the roof. There is still a need of using some weird tricks in order to move certain things in places that they should be, despite the fact you have a kind of button that actually says override the hitboxes, but that doesn't work constantly. It just works for a couple of furniture pieces and not also or everywhere. So it is a bit of a hit or miss here. So in some areas this game is stellar, and you can achieve some very nice builds, don't get me wrong. The builder has very, very huge potential, and maybe this is also why I am so on a split side, because I see all that potential and I'm like, we're so close, and then again we're not. So yeah, I think a couple of quality of life updates would be appreciated. I really would love to have the copy paste feature be also like a shortcut, use Control C, Control V as like to copy paste things and just be able to use the pipette in a bit of a more straightforward way to just click on a thing, copy that, texture and, put that over to something else rather than just creating the texture and then applying that to something else. It's a bit of a weird thing. Anyways, I wanted to talk about this build in specific. It is more or less just like a little bit of a test build, detailing a little bit. I will put this also to the canvas if you want to explore that yourself, but I wanted to make like a bit of a big garden. It's almost like this is like a house for specifically people who have a lot of money, and this is just their holiday mansion without even having a bed. I do even imagine this is just a party location where they go via daytime, and then they have the actual sleeping area somewhere else around here on that huge lot that they own. So maybe even closer to the sea, I don't know. But the idea was really to make this kind of lounge area here with the pool on top, with like a bit of a kitchen barbecue area in the house itself. I'm not even sure if I maybe plopped the bed to upstairs, but like generally just for having one. But in general, the house itself isn't big enough to really house in there as like a fully living area. This is really meant to be like this bit of a partying kind of, leisure area. I think this is very much what it is for, and I do appreciate the looks of it. This is also why we have excessively loads of seating opportunities here for way more than people than could fit in house. So it definitely is more or less like a partying location with that very cool pool, and I can very well imagine having some oddly great parties in here, with the barbecue option indoors, and then you also have that kind of wooden area outdoors. As you can see, this could also be turned into like a dancing floor relatively quickly, and just the pool outside is a very nice opportunity too. I then figured I need something else, like a bit of a nice cozy lounge area here next to the pool that also separates this lot from the other, just making sure that there is a bit of difference in between, which we kind of achieved by putting this semi-high foundation in here and putting then some stairs to the left and right, just making sure that they are placed in a nice position so that they can even access that. And as I said, this is a bit of a weird thing. If I only wanted to use that stair for a cosmetic reason, I can't, because it either way just gets deleted when I do something else, or I can't place it in the first place. So, there's a lot of improvement to be made in the building area. However, I really liked how this all ended up looking. With a couple of tricks here and there, you can really achieve something nice, and just a bit of trial and error. But maybe I also am not mastering the tools as of now. I haven't put that much time into, as like, for example, into the Planet games, where I'm obviously, I know everything by heart. So again, that might also be the reason. I have already poured some hours in inZoi. It's not like that I've never played it, but that could be a bit more knowledge for how the tools are really applied. I found some very cool tricks online, so clearly there are people who have already found out different ways to build with this. But sometimes I'm like, does this always have to be this hard? Does this have to be this kind of workaround? Because at some point, and also I say the same about the Planet games, if it's not as intuitive, it may be not done properly enough for everyone. So it's nice that I do also know all the other tricks in other games, but it would be nice if people would just understand it in the first place. However, I want to say that also the modding is still something very great. You can utilize so many mods, so many great mods now to have a lot of different items in your area that you want. Oh, we also have growables, by the way. Now we can put some plants down that the Zois can actually access, and then also water them to make them grow. I really do appreciate that function. It's super nice, and we have a very straightforward mechanic in the game now, which we hadn't before. So yeah, I like that. I like the fact to have all these new options from the Chaya pack, but also, as you can see in the menu, there are also some nice modded icons that you can see by that kind of bluish M icon to the top left. These lounges, for example, they are mods, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. They really nicely fit in here for the daytime, and imagine if you have like a party, you can easily move them out of the way. I think they even have some like Rudis at the end. So putting also some bean bags in here to relax in and just chill out. Gosh, I really like, the more I look at it, I really want to be there. I want to go on holidays. I'm really ready for holidays, guys. Trust me, I need it again. Even though well, it's not true. It's been a while that I had holidays, so it's not like that I have been yesterday. That summer, is already almost over. So yeah, whatever, I forgot. Now, this build over here, it just kind of made me proud because it just turned out to be really nice. It just really worked out the way I wanted it. I mean, we'll be jumping into the build, so you have a look around. We can just walk around with our Zoi and have a look how it actually plays. I mean, you know, I'm not always focusing my builds on how they play, and you know, I build them around how they look, which for some people is odd. Some people don't like it. Some others like it. It's whatever. Depends on what you guys need and like. Now, as you can see at the end, I really came a little more into detailing. It is almost like with every other build. The longer you are doing that, the more you get into it. And then so in the first half, it's like 10% of the work is done. And in the second half, it's like 90% of the work is done. But even more so in the last 20%, almost 50% of the whole build are done. It's just because you get into the vibe, get into the theme. You know exactly which pieces you want to use for what. And, you know, just trying to do and test different things. And then I almost coincidentally figured that you can put this sunshade is actually the only piece I found that you can literally put across the pool. Like, this is the only piece I was able to move slightly over the pool, because there's like a really weird hitbox going on with the pools. Still I think there has to be a couple of things that need to be fixed. Anyways, let's hop into the game and have a look how it actually looks in game. We are in game, and as you can see, our character. Oh wait! Oh, oh my God! I was about to play. She is about to go outside, as you can tell, and we can actually try the following. We can actually go through the house and go upstairs again into the pool if the game would let me. Yeah, there you go. We just go upstairs one more time. Let's zoom in even more. Now she just switched the outfit. I'm not sure if she will switch again if we approach the pool. But there we go upstairs. Let's have a look real quick into here. I thought I put a bed here, but I didn't. Okay. But anyways, we just go around that. By the way, these characters are all like completely made, how to say, they are basically just completely randomized. Wait, where did the palm tree go? The palm tree is gone. Or is that like a self-growing one? I want to jump in here. Wait. Okay, on spacebar, you can basically jump. I was wondering, can you just go in here and can I control you still while in the water? Then we just change the outfit again. Why she's going in with the shoes? That doesn't make too much sense, does it? Oh, wait, I can even control in the water. I mean, sure, I can. What are those guys doing in the water, by the way? Can I just swim? I didn't know we are diving. Hold on, are they dying even? Hold on, I'm not sure if they could. I'm not even sure if they will die. But I'm going to wait. Hold on, I'm just gonna put everyone outside of it real quick and see if they're glitching or what's actually happening there. Okay, well, don't mind them. They are doing something absolutely correct. Oh my God. I love that. Wait, hold on. Are they? They're like literally swimming in the house. Wait, hold on. Are they just... They're like just swimming upstairs, aren't they? Wait. This is too... This is too good. This is too good, my... Okay, so we basically do have... Well, this is like the infinite swimming glitch. Hold on. You're just gonna go there. And you just gonna go quickly there. Oh my God, look at that. She's even crawling there. I love that. Okay, but we are going to go over to her real quick. So yeah, these characters are randomized, as I wanted to say. But we are also going to go into the free camera now. Oops, not the photo mode. Too many things. Let's go to the free camera. I'm just gonna fly out here to show you basically... This is too much fun. This is just too much fun. Look. This is like everything. He's like fully clothed again. He's like wearing his jacket. She's wearing his stuff, and they're like basically swim. Oh wait, now it finally worked. Wait, but he left the water over here real quick. Nice. So are you going to be fixed here too? That's gonna be fun. Can you just dig up with your hands? And I'm wondering if I can let her help. Just gonna... Oh, okay, they're both doing that. Just pick that one up. Never mind. It doesn't matter who I'm playing with. So this is the house. I'm really pleased with that. I'm just wondering why the tree up here went. You know what? I just want to put... I think I want to put the tree in. put the tree. Wait, where is... Let's go all the way up. So that thing is placed. Look at this. This is way better now. We got a palm tree up here. Ooh. In case you're wondering also, I needed to reboot the system real quick, because like if you don't find the people where they should be, I do have a weird issue at the moment with Windows. Since the latest update, I have some extensive RAM issues whenever I try to play any game. It's a little bit of an annoying thing. I will definitely try to fix that soon, but yeah, just in case you're wondering. Now let's go out of the mode again. As you can see, our people are back in the pool, but that shall not be our issue right now. We go back into the free camera to show you actually around. Again, I am really pleased with how this whole thing turned out to be looking. I mean, we're just here by the sea. Look at that. This is just where we come from. And then it's not a land down under though, but it's from over here. You just come fly. And then we can see even like a little turtle. And then you can see the person in the pool floating. And then we come in and this house is just hidden here behind that. What's that, a chestnut tree or something like that? Very nice. And then we come in and there's our infinity pool indeed. It's looking a little bit odd with the people down here, to be honest. Not sure what exactly is going to happen here. But yeah, can I also, being in the free camera mode, can I hit the game on play? And then I'm also just wondering if I let them go over here again. Quickly move there. And then we move to that person and say quickly move there again. We still have that little hilarious kind of thing over here. We're gonna go back to the free camera. Yes, we can leave them in here. I mean, just look at that. And then we can also shift control and U, just disable the hut entirely. Look at this, guys. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I love it. Look at how the floaties just like randomly chill over here. Oh man, that just looks so good. You know, I can't really deny it looks fantastic, doesn't it? It looks really, really cool. Also, hold on for a second. Where is that? Where's the wall gone? That's now a very dangerous kind of pool, isn't it? It's actually gone. It's a bit of an odd one. I did put one here. Did the tree just remove all the walls around? I mean, I don't mind now, but you know, that's interesting. Okay, so this is the house itself. I mean, I said like the lower floor is a little bit designed. Oh my god, look at the lighting. Oh my god, that looks so good. We do have a little bit of a kitchen in here. We do have a way outside, and then there's like a bit of a backyard. We have our little gazebo here. But the main focus is on this area. Look at the plane coming around. Whee! And anyways, and if we go around that corner, we can tell this is where the house goes, and we just go around here and then back in we go. We can chill and relax over here, have a good time while someone is prepping the meal, but it's all meant to be outside, you know. This is where we are living, this is what we are doing. And then if you go upstairs, there's not really that much. We do have, I mean, I plan to have like a toilet in here, which is not in apparently, but this is where the bathroom should be located. And then we go all the way to the upper floor, which is here. This is where I wanted to put a slide bed in here. It's also like there's also the railing missing. Hold on, is it just not displaying maybe? Hold on, maybe I'm just not in the correct height. Is maybe that the reason why? So hold on, I'm just gonna zoom over. Whoops, I want to go back and say, oh wait, I want to be here. Am I not in? This is because I have no person. She's over here, so that is maybe the thing. Oh yeah, there you go. See, I wasn't even. Let's go back in the free camera now. There you go. Now we also have our railings displayed again. Okay, so that was odd. I thought automatically we were in here, but okay, we are not. So this is that. Look at this, very fine, very nice. And if we go in here, yeah, there you go. There's the railing again. Yeah, just in general, I mean, you just have that look over here. Isn't that fantastic? You've got that Shahaya Sea in the background. You can see that everything. Oh, damn! Look at that, guys. This looks really proper. This looks really nice. Exactly how I would love to have my infinity pool. And then check out this wonderful area here. Check out the wonderful beaches in the background, and have the plane flying over you. See some ships going around. So yeah, there's the plane coming again. Look, it's just going to come in the frame. Where is it? Hold on, I just saw that. There you go. It's flying to the other side. Oh, lovely. And then from the other side, you can see this is where they chill. Yes, I'm sold. I'm sold on that house, guys. This is just kind of a nice little cozy area. I do hope you enjoyed this build. I certainly did enjoy this quite a lot. Also, you know what? We can, before I end, I just want to make sure that they... hold on. Just gonna do the following. So you are going to go into the pool, please. You can you just... Whoops. Can I make you go into the floaty directly? No, you go here. And then I go... Oh, you're also downstairs. I'm gonna bring you... She's watering the plants, isn't she? Oh, that is so funny. But you're gonna go in here too. So, there you go. I want to make sure that this is happening as for the last couple minutes here. Let's see if we can do this. And then have a look how they chill actually inside of the pool up there. But yeah, so... Also, that little trick over here with these wedding panels as for fake grass turned out way better than I thought. I found this whole lot a little bit too barren. And also, to be honest, this is also one of the big issues. We can't really terraform at the moment, not at all. I do hope that the game will offer this at least in the lots available. That would be very, very helpful to just create something more interesting looking, different heights, elevations, and so on. That would be very cool. But yeah, I love the fact that she can also wear the hat in the pool. I'm fully sold on that idea. So there we have them. She's like still wearing those Crocs as shoes in the pool. I'm not even sure why. She really doesn't want to be in the pool right now. She really does not want to be in the pool right now. Is she going in the floaty? Yes, at least something. At least something. She's going to have it in the floaty. Look, this is so cool with the infinity vibe over here. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. We've got that infinity pool. And people just enjoy it in here. Yeah, I mean, it's as close as we can get, you know. This is pretty damn neat. I would love to be able to also make some waterfall pieces in here, maybe when putting that one lower and then next to another pool to just kind of create some double layer pools or something. But yeah, I think it looks good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I would love to see you in the next episode of either this game, another game, whatever. Make sure to sub to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to enter your feedback about inZoi in order to have the chance to win either the full game or 2 merch thingies that you will be able to get. Thank you so much, and I talk to you in the next one.